And before the draw happens today, FIFA held its 72nd Congress, and FIFA President Gianni Infantino has been speaking. This year has been cluttered with so many issues, especially Russia's invasion of Ukraine, where there were demands from the world that Russia is suspended, especially following proposals from the likes of Poland as well as Ukraine. And this has led to FIFA deciding that they're suspending Russia indefinitely. My colleague Gary Smith was at the Congress and threw a question to FIFA president whether we have gotten to a point where FIFA would take the drastic steps of suspending member associations that decides to invade the territory of other countries. And he provided quite an interesting response.
Thank you very much. My name is Gary Smith. I work with Joy FM in Ghana. And thank you, Mr. President, for your congratulations.
Congratulations again to Ghana.
For our country.
And to all other 29 who qualified for the World Cup.
Obviously, yes.
Or other 28.
Other 28 as well, yes. Where I come from in Africa, we are very used to FIFA coming down hard on us for political interference when it comes to decisions that have to do with football and things outside football, basically governments and football federations. It was quite interesting for us in Africa, and I'm sure for many people around the world, to see FIFA so swiftly, so quickly make its stance known on Russia and declare that what was happening in Russia was a travesty of justice when it comes to human relations. But we don't see that in many, many other places. I don't want to name names. And in just before I'm just asking the question, you mentioned the word hypocrisy. I want to know, maybe on behalf of the rest of the world, have we reached a watershed moment where from now, from today, anywhere in the world there is a conflict where one nation is invading, hitting at another nation, FIFA is going to act, or this is going to be only for Russia and Ukraine? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. And FIFA is acting everywhere in the world, and we have to treat the same situations in the same way and different situations in a different way. We have to analyze every situation in the same way. You're saying we were acting swiftly. Today I was hearing we were acting slowly. Of course, you cannot do it right, and any decision you take is maybe the wrong one. We don't know. We will know with time. What we do is analyze every single situation, every single case on its own merits, and then, based on our conscience, we try to take the decision that we feel is the right one in these particular circumstances. Now, of course, there are other situations of conflict. I said it. There are other countries suffering. Let me give you another example, not about a war, but about refugees, because today Europe is confronted on a big refugee crisis coming from Ukraine, and the whole of Europe opens its door to welcome the Ukrainian, and that's great. Well, a few months ago, we helped a couple of hundred Afghani, mainly women and girls, with the help of Qatar, to come out of Afghanistan, to come to Qatar. Well, we were begging all countries in the world to open up their doors to these Afghani girls and women. Very few opened their door. Albania did. I have to thank Albania. Albania, out of all, opened their doors. Not the richest country in the world, but they did. Because they know what it means. They had suffered themselves, and they were happy when Italy welcomed many Albanians some years ago. Many other countries didn't. Now, how can you treat a girl or a woman differently depending on where she's coming from? It's not possible. But it's like this. So we need to work and continue to work and continue to speak up and continue to convince people to try to be a bit more tolerant and understandable.